Welcome back. Well, not welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I've been playing way too much Pokemon Stadium trying to actually beat Lieutenant Surge. So far, no luck. I'll probably try a recording session of that after I do a recording session of this. This is a post-commentary of a rather famous game. A rather famous, very good superhero game, Batman Arkham Asylum. Though I did always think this particular screen looked too much like a PlayStation 1 screen for logo-ness. But yes, this is the Game of the Year Batman Arkham Asylum video. I'm doing the Game of the Year version because, I mean, it and the normal version were equal price at my local GameStop, so yeah. As for why I'm doing this, well, you see, there's an old veteran of the field of Let's Play, somebody I have a lot of respect for. And this is me considering I wanted to go on hard, but I wasn't sure, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. I went on normal to try and, you know, because I didn't know how Arkham Asylum worked. I was like, I can handle New Game Plus and Hard Mode on Arkham City. I don't have my old Arkham City files, so, you know, I'm going to have to start from scratch for the Let's Play. Spoilers, gonna do the Let's Play for Arkham City. But anyway, recently, an old veteran of Let's Playing, one of the, basically the guy who inspired me to do this in the first place, who goes by a different name now, and that name is Technical Cross-Up, as I refer to in my Pokemon Let's Play, and didn't link to him as much as I would have liked to, and I'm sorry for that. But, I saw him do a playthrough of this, and, well, he was lackluster, at least in the Predator sections. His combat was okay. I mean, I'm not much better in the combat sections. But when it came to being Batman, in the Predator sections, he wasn't very good. And even in this playthrough, I have a few mistakes I make. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm probably gonna leave them in. I'm still unsure of that. But as for why I'm recording this now, well, it's 4th of July. And for anybody who knows the 4th of July, that means fireworks until like 3 a.m. That paired up with the immense heat going on in my local area means I'm not gonna get sleep tonight. So I figured, hey, why not do my post commentary now, tonight, on multiple videos until I can actually manage to get to sleep. So that being the case, if you hear fireworks in the background of my commentary, that's because there are fireworks in the background of my commentary. Sorry for that. But anyway, this game was... I played the demo for it and loved the demo, and I was like, one day I need to own this game. In fact, it was the demo that made me want Arkham City. The demo has a whole lot shorter of an intro. I'm trying to stay quiet when they're talking.
Yo, Frankie, how's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it, clown! A lot of people here really want to talk to you.
Really? I don't mind walking. Ugh. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
God, I love the Joker in this. They didn't get Mark Hamill, but it didn't matter. They got somebody who did it just as well. Well, yeah, I guess just as well. Mark Hamill's Joker is still the Joker for me.
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover. He got here just before you did.
Sharpie loves his cameras. Hey, Sharpie, you getting my good side? Ah, but heck, they're all good.
God, I love this. Anyway, I played the demo and it was enough. It was a whole lot shorter than this one and it kind of jumped around. But I'm zooming in here to show you that, like, the Joker's facial acting in this is perfect, other than his chin occasionally clipping into his body.
Oh, it's always nice to return to my sweet little...
This is by far one of my favorite game intros ever, because it kind of sets up everything. Just how deep in you are, what's going on, just...
You know what? I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
Like I said, that facial acting is just... I'm sorry if I'm not commentating, it's just there's a lot going on right now.
Ooh, would you sneak in with your bats? Come on, tell me. Batarangs, bat claws, ooh, bat snacks.
yeah, like I said, I'm trying not to ruin any of this intro.
I want weapons on him at all times. Not let him out of your
'Cause-
sight.
There'll be time enough for you later, Cash. Speaking of time, tick-tock. Is that a crocodile I hear?
Nice. I just even so much of what happens in this,
Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We've got a lot.
even a lot of what happens in this intro is just kind of referencing to everything else in the rest of the game. This is a very, very, very cool part of the game. And Joker, as per usual, steals the show. Now look over here.
I'm telling you, the state of the wiring in these federal facilities is, well, it's shocking. My boys over there could have been hurt in that.
Yeah, explanation really quick. There was a fire at
Just gotta check your
Blackgate,
prisoner, officer.
and the fire at Blackgate made Joker's men get transferred to Arkham Asylum, which is totally not the lowest minimum security insane asylum in the history of the world.
Lacerations, probably in the last 2 hours. There seems to be.
I love that.
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
He's all yours. Get him out of here.
Joker is just too much. He steals this game, and as per usual, when it comes between Batman and Joker, Batman plays the straight man. He's Batman. He's grumpy, he's serious, he always has control, and he is bland. I love Batman for some of the stuff he does, but I don't like his character. I wish there was a little bit more compellingness to him.
Smell the
And the animated series did a pretty decent job at that, and even this adds a little bit of that, but I'll cover it when I see it. But that being the case, I guess I should discuss the comics a little bit, or at least my experience with the character of Batman, while we're sitting here in the intro. My first exposure to Batman was the animated series, which, as anybody could tell you, was like a key part of somebody's childhood. I mean, pretty much anybody who was anybody was watching that. Even I, who was a Marvel guy mostly, I watched the animated Spider-Man series. I also watched animated Batman. Not Superman, because Superman was boring. Batman was exciting. But,
What's it doing?
in the comics, I'm one of the few people who thinks Dick Grayson made for an excellent Batman. I mean, I thought it was brilliant. I loved it. I also wanted to show yet more awesome facial detail. You don't get to see it in combat, so I wanted to show it here. Then default model face guy under the mask. Anyway, point being,
really need to get me some.
a lot of people were like, why would Dick Grayson take on the mantle of Batman? It's like, well, or various other complaints. Like, why Dick? You know, but really my point is, I believe that superheroes, and this is going to be my exact same answer for Spider-Man's recent change in mask. It's one of those things where, in my opinion, superheroes make a difference in the world because they're more than just the person behind the mask.
I mean, don't you think it's a little bit funny
They're an idea, a concept, a way to inspire fear and justice into the world. And so if the mantle can't be passed down, if it always has to be the same person all of the time, then you're focusing more on the human being than you are. You're focusing more on the human being than you are on the
You've
concept.
never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, also here,
Hundreds died
this-
in pain and fear, all their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
see, I absolutely love that. Joker pretty much gave away his entire plan for the entire game, and this scene is good too.
What's he doing? Stay where you are. Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
What? Don't you trust me?
He even shows how Batman interacts with him. But anyway, as I was saying, if a superhero is not just the mantle, If they're the human being, if you can't move on without Spider-Man being Peter Parker, and Batman being Bruce Wayne, and Clark Kent being Superman, which I don't think he's ever been replaced. I'm not even sure he can die, but if he can, genuinely,
I'll be sure
if
to
you get
try
so
harder
caught up
next
in the
time.
human
What
beings,
say we aim for 100?
then you actually end up missing out on some of the other important things. Because you're starting to make it about the man, not the hero. And anybody can be under the mask. The mask is... all of us want to wear the mask. That's part of the reason. We project onto ourselves our faults, our needs, through the heroes that we love. We see ourselves in them, and we wish we could be them. And so seeing the mantle change kind of opens that up. It means that it's not just that one person. And that, in fact, other people can use that same mask as a way of struggling through entirely different issues unique to them. So that being the case, if it's not a mantle, if it's just a person, if Bruce Wayne is Batman, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, if Captain America is Captain America, I actually don't know his first name, because he's that bland. But point being, if the guy who plays Red Falcon I just didn't care enough about, but if Red Falcon can't become Captain America because Captain America is Captain America, then I don't see what the purpose in using the name is, and using the costume, of creating the concept and not allowing the human being to grow and change. I think that a change of ownership is natural, because they can't live forever. Maybe Superman can, I don't know, but the point being, it's not natural. It's not something that comes naturally to the mantle. You're supposed to inspire fear or respect or something into the evil criminals of the world. And in inspiring that, you create a legend, a legacy that lives beyond you. That's my opinion anyway. But welcome to the game. The X button is the strike button, and though it's very temperamental, you can combo all the way across the room sometimes. See, I pushed it toward the analog stick towards him, but it changed nothing.
I'm just warming you up, Bats. Fresh from Blackgate Correctional Facility, with a combined sentence of 752 years. Ding, 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 ding. It's round 2. Sorry, Bats. Gotta run. I got places to go. People to...
And, as you can see, the blue lightning means counter. Sorry, I was distracted by something. Anyway. I've got very good in Arkham City in comboing. Now, I still slip up here and there, but the things that slip me up are the same kinds of things that slip me up in Arkham City, and I just have other ways around them in Arkham City. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I don't die to a machine gun in combat. Now this is the Riddler trophy. There are various Riddler challenges, but we'll discuss that when he shows up. But that is where one of the first ones is. And I found that one by accident.
Always with the heroes. Ooh, looking forward to watching you. Why don't you just come find me?
God, I love Joker in this.
You know it's a trap.
Of course it is.
Yeah, this is the Riddler cell. There's nothing to be had here, no secrets, just this is where he was. He escaped somewhere along the line, but boom, he hid trophies and riddles for us everywhere. These are the Joker teeth. They're an easy 50 experience each, and they're also Riddler achievements. You destroy a certain amount of them in each area, and you get achievements. I was looking at this just to see what it was, but it's Philadelphia and nothing else. And we're gonna come across more Joker teeth coming up here. So I already knew that, considering I had, quick spoilers, most of this playthrough was blind. That was my first time going through this game, period. However, I did go up through the game up to a certain point, and I'll let you know when we get there. It's pretty close to the beginning of next video, so I didn't go that far in. This is what I mean by Batman. You know what Batman does in almost everything? Batman walks casually around, then people try and hit him, then he wipes them off the planet, and nobody ever hears from them again. Or at least, if they're the same thugs over and over again, I never hear from them again. But it really is one of those things where Batman just kind of walks up and goes, look, if you attack me, it's on your own head. Because he has no issue with you, per se, until you attack him.
He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need anything? Is my dad still there?
Commissioner Gordon is safe. Joker's not far ahead. I'll stay in contact.
Alright, so after this room is where things change a lot.
Thank God. It's Zaz. He's got Mike. He's strapped in the chair. Zaz has totally lost it.
Wait here.
You can't. He'll kill Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
He won't
I did that
see me.
specifically because I hadn't seen this cutscene the first time.
See anything that looks even a little bit like a bat, and this guard dies. Do you hear me?
I was trying to run past that guard, not talk to him, but anyway. That vent is something I could get to later, but I don't think I ever will. I did not 100% this game. I ran this game the same way I would have had this been my first time, because it was my first time, so I wanted to kind of share that with you guys. This part did get covered in the tutorial, so yeah, kind of know what this is.
Keep him occupied. I need to get behind him.
And here's where the big thing doesn't make sense. Gargoyles make sense on the outside of Gothic buildings, but not inside of a building. I mean, the actual cultural implication is gargoyles were supposed to guard the building from outside intruders and even pests such as birds, because they looked terrifying, or at least that was the idea. I don't think birds actually got scared away from them. But point being, they were meant to protect the castle from evil spirits and monsters. And, well, they don't deserve to be inside of an Arkham Asylum. Harley looks not that great in this game. Looks better in the second game, but still looks pretty decent in this game. That being said, this scene right here really kind of, yeah, anyway. I guess it fits thematically. They're taking over an asylum, so of course Harley, being the assistant to Dr. J, which by the way, no, he never wears a lab coat, he totally should. She wore a nurse's uniform as to kind of go, yeah, we're in an asylum, yeah. And this is where things change.
Oracle, I'm here.
Arkham Asylum just vanished off the network.
All of this dialogue is the same, but once we enter that vent, things are going to change a little bit.
That's not all he's done. All police feeds are reporting he's placed bombs all over Gotham. Says he'll detonate them if anyone sets foot on Arkham Island. It's being suppressed at the moment, but the story will break any time now.
He's lying. It's just a diversion to keep people away.
How do you know?
It totally is Joker's style to do that. I was waiting for that moment to actually say that. Joker is one of my favorite villains, among them anyway,
Harley thinks she has me
of
trapped
all
in this
time
chamber.
because of that.
She never
Because
was very bright.
he's so insane that you usually can't tell when he's lying or telling the truth. But
Steve, more Blackgate prisoners. By the boiler. Who's that behind them?
yeah, right about here's where it changed. Before, it went to an entirely different area, had entirely different things, and this Riddler trophy was not here.
It's not good. I'll keep trying.
But instead we pop out right here. Or that guy runs into the next room. And more Joker teeth. I'm going to do, I tried to, oh, by the way, you can kick around the grates, and that one glitched through the floor. I thought that was kind of neat. It wasn't what I wanted it to do. I was just going to kick it around and show that you could, but then it fell through. And I tried again a few other times, just because that was kind of cool. I'm like, why can't I just bat hook up? I said, this goes into another hallway later in the game with gunned guards in the demo, but
The room is full of poison.
in this,
Anyone
it
caught
just
in there
goes
is
straight to
dead.
this.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
But where was I? Yes, Joker. He's so unpredictable that, for the most part, you don't know what he's gonna do. He's not just insane, he's deeply disturbed. He has no sense of boundaries or limits. He has Unlike Batman, who can't afford to have limits because he's Batman and he needs to save the world from crazy people, he needs to be an icon of fear.
You're gonna be fine.
Joker has
Stay
no
here.
limits because nothing's off limits. Joker never refuses to do anything. He will go to whatever extent he feels he must, which is why the Killing Joke, which you... Okay, for those of you that don't know, Oracle in this game is Barbara Gordon, thus why she was saying Jim Gordon is her father. She became Oracle after, as Batgirl, in a comic called The Killing Joke, Joker shot her in the spine. And she became crippled from the legs, from the chest down, from like the waist down. And so she rolled around in her wheelchair feeling bad for herself. But she then found another way because she'd always been very skilled with computers. And then she became known as Oracle, experienced, practical, effective computer hacker. And in being that computer hacker, she became effectively the Bat computer for Bruce. And she has access to pretty much everything, just a huge computer network, access to almost every system, and very little she cannot hack. She is incredibly BA, and you are not to mock Barbara Gordon. By the way, I showed this off to not only show Lucius Fox is mentioned in here, also known as Morgan Freeman, but also because there are some gadgets we don't have yet. That's how you open up the vent up there. That's how you activate that laser gate thing. There are gadgets we'll get later, and I'll show them off when we get to them, in case you don't already know, but yeah. And this time, unlike the last time, I actually followed the green arrows. I didn't before, and these guys just came out of nowhere, so... But not this time. This time they came from the area with the green arrows. Before they just kind of rounded a corner with no arrows. I'm like, huh, this must be my punishment for not following the green arrows. The combo system in this doesn't always work the way it should. It'll sometimes just completely go, you'll whiff a punch, like I did the first time, or you'll whiff a counter when clearly somebody's within counter range, or you countered somebody at that range before. Nothing's consistent, and it actually bugs me a little.